You know, everybody leaves with like 2 bands, 1,700 or whatever. It's a good section to be at, right? $20,000. Shit, who the fuck ain't gonna be there? So I see that they already gave out the wristbands. They already got the girls. So I'm like, damn, okay. I remember I sat right next to the VIP though, right? And I mean, I'm one of those type of people, like some girls in the club, when you tell them no, you can't be in the section, they be like, bitch, if they say no, somebody else gonna say yes. So I'm not one of them that's gonna sit there and argue, well, he wants me in. No. So I was just like, whatever. No, this was 2022 when they had brought it back and G5 was like booming, especially on Saturdays, booming, right? So again, you know, I say fuck it, and it's early in the night too. Again, you know, the clubs close at 3 if I'm not mistaken in Tampa. It was probably like 12:30, around there, 12:30, 12:45. So again, in my head, I'm like, okay, fuck that section. Like, I'm gonna make money elsewhere, right? So I can't read these comments. So I'm sitting down in the section right next to the VIP, and I'm just on my phone. I'm just fucking scrolling. And then one of the guys from the section come up to me, right? And they're like, oh, so why didn't you come to the section? And I was like, well, y'all already had all the girls picked out. And he was like, well, my homeboy's trying to talk to you, but he just wants to know if you're single. And mind you, I just broke up with my baby daddy, what, 3 days ago? Because on this Saturday, it was April 11th. And mind you, I just told you I broke up with my baby dad. So I've been single for a week. I've been single for a week. Can you please stop capping? The fuck? Capping about what? Yeah, I've been single for like literally like 5 fucking days, right? So again, you know, the guy comes up to me like, yeah, you know, my homeboy wants to talk to you, but you know, he just wants to make sure you're single. And I'm like, yeah, I'm single. He's like, I'll never forget this. So you ain't fucking with your baby daddy? In my head, like alarms went off like, oh, these motherfuckers know who my baby daddy is. Oh no. And I'm like, no, I ain't fucking with my baby daddy. I mean, but I wasn't. So he's like, all right, well, if you ain't with your baby daddy, then come on. My homeboy wants you in the section. So I'm like, okay. So I walk up to the section and it's the guy from Thursday. So when I see that it's him, I'm like, oh my God, it's you. So, you know, I sit down next to him and I'm like, I didn't expect to see you here. I'm like, it's you. So we sit down and this is how it started off. He gave me $2,000 in ones, literally. You know, in ones it'd be like a whole brick, right? So it was 2 bricks. And he's like, go to the back, go put that in your bag and come right back. Don't worry about it, baby. I'll be right back. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Bitch, I went to the back, got me a fucking plastic bag. Skip to the part where he's your second ex baby daddy already. Fuck no. I love him, but no. So I went to the back, I grabbed me a trash bag, and I brought it, you know, I put the 2,000 in there and I brought it back to the floor. And mind you, he had a big old Louis Vuitton bag, you know, when they give you the bags that you're about to leave and stuff like that. So he had a whole big Louis Vuitton bag, right? So I'm like, okay, I go back into the section, and mind you, he's in the $20,000 section and shit like that, right? So obviously there's money all around us and shit like that. That's why he didn't want to throw it. He didn't want to do none of that. He literally just gave it to me, right? So I sit right next to him and we're literally just conversing the entire time. Come to find out, you know, we're from the same area. He's a Capricorn too. Our birthdays are like 3 days apart. His birthday is actually my baby daddy is December 29th. His is fucking December 30th. All this shit, right? So we're clicking like this. Like, we're clicking like this. The favorite artists, all the same. Like, everything is like just clicking, right? Just everything's like aligning. And then I remember this night, Golden Boy was, you know, performing and shit like that at the club. So I guess he literally, I guess like that is like one of his, I guess he fucks with him, right? Because I remember when Golden Boy started performing, he's like, oh, okay, like I want you to start dancing now, right? So I told him, I'm like, babe, there's like $10,000 all on his feet, all everywhere, right? So I told him, I'm like, babe, I can't really like dance here. I'm like, there's shit everywhere. I'm like, it's green as fuck. I can't be dancing here. So he's like, move that money. And I said, sir, yes, sir. Shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. So I started scooting all the fucking money from around his, you know, his feet, all that shit. So, you know, all the girls like, no, Melly, no. I said, this what he wanted. So he telling the girls like, nah, she's gonna make her own money, but we're scooting all y'all's money, so don't worry about that, right? So I'm gonna keep it real. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it real. I keep it real with any story I fucking say. I don't hold shit back. So again, I scooted all the money, so now it's probably like 2 feet of space all around us, right? So what, a foot, probably like, this is probably 2 feet, right? Yeah, so it's probably like 2 feet around us to where, and in my head, I'm like, damn, I hope you don't like, you know, like throw the money, because if once you start throwing the money, man, there's gonna be money over there, that's my money. So I'm like, fuck. He was smart though. Again, I'm dancing for him and he's just dropping it like this, like right on my ass, not throwing it, so it's all falling right on my feet, right on his feet, right? And I look down and I just see nothing but $5 bills. So in my head, I'm like, bitch, is this the $5 man? Bitch, am I gonna get blessed tonight? Because like I said, at that time, this nigga was known to come into the strip club and bless bitches with $5 bills, but tip them like $3,000 to $5,000, right? So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna have a great night. Like, I'm gonna have me a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 night, right? So in my head, I'm geek, because I already have 2001s. I already, you know, all this shit. So I'm like, okay, bitch, you don't hit the motherfucking lit. So I'm dancing and and he just, you know, he's still just. I get on stage and he has, you know, he didn't tip me, like him specifically, but he actually gave money to like his homeboys to tip me. And I look on stage, the whole stage is flooded with $5 and $10 bills. So I'm like, I'm having a ball. So boom, at the end of the night, I remember he's like, I'm gonna keep it 100. At the end of the night, you know, I obviously get my bags. At the end of the night, he's like, so what you about to do? Where you going? I said, baby, wherever you going. Where are we going? So he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna wait for you outside. I'm like, okay. So I go, I get my bags, I change, I come outside. Mind you, this nigga owns 2 Lambos. So I just see a Lambo outside and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who is this Lambo? And he gave me, because, you know, he's from Orlando and shit like that. So he gave me, I followed him to wherever the fuck we was going. And hell yeah, you think I ain't finna fuck? And I just made $12,000? $12,000 is what I made that night. My best night ever was from my fucking boyfriend. And it's so funny because, you know, that night after, you know, we get done hunching and shit like that, I said, oh yeah, baby, you my man now. He's like, okay. I'm like, shit, okay. And yeah, that's where we are now. That's where we are now. And I love him, I'm not gonna lie. So y'all together now? Yeah, that's my man. We're together now. So yeah, I definitely snatched that nigga up off the strip club, boy, cause that nigga ain't never come back. Bitch, you don't need to be in a strip club, bitch. You don't need a ghetto love story. What he do for money? Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I'm still in the club, only because, yes, I could get out of the club, but I feel some type of way having somebody pay everything that I do, only because when you give a man a choice to do that, they feel like they control you. And so I don't like that, because I don't want to feel like I can't do, like, I gotta ask you for, if I run out of toilet paper, I gotta ask you for some money to wipe my goddamn ass. Come on now. Like I don't know. I don't like that. So, the fuck did I just walk in on? Hold on. Y'all moving too goddamn fast. How about alpha story? Cause you ain't got it. I don't know what that means. It's better to have your own. You're absolutely right. You still on that pole? I definitely am. Haktua! That night crazy. No, and it's actually crazy because I'm big on I ain't do no goddamn haktua. Hell no. I'm big on baby, if I don't see that paperwork, we ain't fucking raw, and I ain't sucking dick. I don't care if you eat my pussy from the front to the back, from the back to the front, from the inside to the outside. I'm not sucking your dick, and you're not fucking raw. I'm big on that. So I remember he had made a comment because obviously, you know, the first night, nigga did everything, right? And I ain't sucking shit. I wasn't gonna do that. So we was already like,